What's going on? Hello? Is this thing on? Talk to me, Goose. 43, what's going down? Let me know with some emojis. Can you hear me? Fun scale, not scale. Mike Keller. I still want it. The PT19. I want a scale one, but I still want that one. 56 inches, hanger 9. I'll try it. I'm gonna have to buy it though. They don't send those out really. Nice. We'll do roll call here. Talk about the week a little bit. I got off the editing machine. I was playing around with some video. It's so confusing every time. See that new truck, that big SCX6? It's brand new. We're a day away from Horizon. I'm really dying to get my video done on that. Rightsa, thanks. Back at you, dude. All right, roll call style. Sean Corbin, Jeff in Lower Alabama. It's Amia. Hey, Mike SSI, Boss 223. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bunch. Thumbs ups. EQ, Paul, Rightsa, Big Jim, Jeff, Captain Tracy, Philip Bender. Yeah, that thing, we'll talk about that later. Talking about field charging. Rick James. I'm Rick James. Mitch. Mike Bird. Sebo Racing. Sean Corbin. Big Jim, you coming by the shop, aren't you? A couple guys been popping in the shop. I got all kinds of drinks. I got water. I got a soda pop. I've got coffee thing. What's up, Micah? Eric Tennant. Yep. All right, Jim. Awesome. Oh, look. Pilot Ryan's live. David Snyder, Snow River. Very good. Tell me about the week for you guys. RC Plane Addict. Tomorrow. Man, I'm not there till Monday. Love the tee. Yeah, I don't even know if this is on my store anymore. I think I had to take it off because of the little tiny logo. But I will put it back on the store just without that, if you guys would like it. The Teespring. Bobby K's doing good. Guys, he's been posting out content. You guys seen it? Check out the BitGo Hobby YouTube channel. He's been posting again. Seriously, send him some love over there. Mike SSI. He's in California, Philip. Dylan, what's up? Dr. Pepper and Cheese, it says Third Day RC. Man, 30 packs. I'm totally jealous. Nice. Brian Chambers, what up? Philip Cockrum. Hey Ryan, all super windy, cold and rain all week. Yeah, man. It was the other day I was in 100-degree territory and it's like getting cold. I don't even want to say it. P51D fan. I mean, I enjoyed it out there. I learned what the desert was like a little bit. I learned how fast I felt comfortable driving in the middle of the desert on my way to Las Vegas to catch my plane home. I'd learned that. RC Plane Addict, get it done, dude. When you're dreaming about flying, I mean, what else are you gonna think about? I'm very anxious to get back out. I was looking at video we had from the Beach 18, and to see about putting something else out on it, and I just want to film it again because I was getting it sorted on the CG. It was pretty windy, and yeah, I got some other good footage with Dylan, but it's not. I'm not gonna put it. It's not good enough, especially when you get a few in a row where you're up against something, a time crunch or the weather. It's like, golly, every video it's like a windy piece of garbage. The one that was supposed to go out this Thursday was a challenge as well to make, and it did. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be next week. That's why you need to do some surface stuff, man. You're in the same boat as me, though, but it hadn't stopped me. I mean, Pilot Ryan's messing with surface, but you're RC plane addict. There's no rules. It's a good way to stay in it sometimes, too, when you don't have time to go to a destination to fly. Got 8 flights in. The PA-18 super nice. Michael Bear, you ain't lying. That's the thing, you know. I want to take it out too. The longest I've gone without posting on YouTube, probably a week. Because, I mean, I've always done the stream too. So the stream makes up for it if it's bad weather or there's not been anything going on. Ken Bird, man, the E-Flite Beechcraft, it's a vintage bird. We did a video on it just a couple weeks ago. It's good for what it is. Me and Dylan got out there and shot it, and that's why we call them shakedowns. You know, I had to figure out how to land the thing. I just didn't have enough battery up front. And I got to start doing flight mode so I can just crank the elevator to do what I want on flap to elevator mix. I know exactly what I want out of these things on approach. And sometimes you'll see me nail it right away, and then other times I struggle to get it. Which, I mean, we all do, I think, when we're setting a plane up. But you guys get to see me struggle. Bruce Beamer, is a F9F Panther done for any companies? Motion used to have a Toss and Boss 64mm one. Hobby King had one. That was actually a decent size for a foamy one. I don't know whatever happened to that. Victor RC Jets, yeah, I'm in Indiana. It's super vintage. I liked it a lot, man. I want to get it out some more, really bad. I thought it was neat. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's just a couple weeks old. We did the 80mm Thunderbird F-16 as well. We shot that one in California. Last Saturday show came to you from Bobby's Cabana in California, man. Bringing it, dude. Dylan's apologizing, says, sorry guys, my filming skills are subpar at the moment. Dude, you're all right. So are mine. I've been doing it a minute. Yeah, Dylan did really good for not doing it before. He did amazing. Nice, Philip. Philip's drifting, doing some surface stuff. Yes, Ken Bird, it is the silver beauty right there. 59-inch wingspan. They should be shipping soon. Oh, Robert Stern. Man, you know, I that's what it looks like if I lose orientation. I lost it, and then I gave it elevator, but it was in a roll. At least I was right side up. If I was, and I didn't give it a lot. I was like very easy on it because I didn't know where I was for just, I mean, it's so fast. But yeah, thank you for that. It was a good save. And you know what's funny is obviously this thing has happened to me enough times where when they happen, I don't get excited. You'll hear the cameraman gasp sometimes. But yeah. It is beautiful, RC Plane Guy, for sure. Rick James, still flying the HSD T-33. Your video made me buy. Ha. Sorry, not sorry. And thank you. It's always nice to know. I mean, that's why folks work with us. We share what we encounter, and it's a blessing to be able to do it. And we're so excited about it, truly, that apparently it transcends. And you guys enjoy that. And sometimes get pushed off the fence. Philip loves that Twin Beach, no room in the hangar. Dylan can't wait for his D18 to ship. Mike Bird says, you're doing great, Dylan. The F-105 RC Plane Addict, yeah, I remember that. Beginner planes are the scariest planes for me to fly because I don't usually crash regular planes. It's only the beginner stuff or like small stuff, I swear, that I have the most trouble with. Guys, your response on that Beach 18 is going to make it or break it if we get to see more vintage airplanes like that in our life. I love it, and I'd love to see more of that. I like that PT-19 from Hangar 9. I want to scale one, though. You know? I like tail surfaces that aren't flat. But I still kind of want that thing. Anybody go for it? Dylan wants to know, anybody in here play DCS? I'm sure there's some. And it's the hardest stuff to film, Philip. Yeah, things do happen fast on small things. You know, that's where that bigger flies better stuff. Keller agrees, 100%. Yeah. Vintage civil aircraft, sick of World War II. I'll never be sick of World War II, but I understand. I think if we get any of that, we're doing well. Michael Wrights has got it. Fellas, if you're going to buy, try pilotryanmedia.com for all your RC needs. I have the same stuff everybody else does. I just want you to click through me because it helps tremendously. Mike in Space 20XX, what's up? If you're going to fly scale, it's got to look scale. Yes. On the rocks, like in the new 150 FX. I know I got one of those at least at the shop. I'll have to make sure. I need some ready-to-fly helis at the shop. I have some buy-to-fly ones. The ready-to-fly ones always sell the most. P51D, I'm tempted to buy the Balsa USA bigger World War I stuff. Have you checked out the Big Go Hobby World War I stuff? There's big and little versions. Differential thrust mixed through rudder on the B-18, yes. By the factory. And lately my planes have been samples that were over here early. I have not actually got a book, which if you guys know me at all, you know this drives me nuts to not have the book to not have the book to refer to and be able to talk about. Richie Rich in the house. I know, man. Brian, there's something about, I don't even care if it's a foamy. I want a PT19. I want a big one. I'd like a big wood one with suspension and stuff. But man, it's enough just to keep up, right? It's the same deal. We're still doing video on the side, kind of. It's better, but it's still very similar to the old routine. JCB, yeah, a little bit. I mean, when you really look at them, I think you'll notice the DC3 one is swept back. I feel like the DC3 wing, actually, if you look at a T6 and a DC3 from the top, those look very similar in shape. Of course, the roundness makes it an illusion to elliptical, but I don't think it quite is. They all share it a little bit, though, don't they? Big Jim, no, because I'm not getting rid of it. Yes, that can fly on a Spectrum transmitter, for sure. Yeah, Mike Bird. It's up there. Paul Adams, what's with all the sport jets? How about some scale jets? People got to buy the scale jets. These folks are just responding to the market, unfortunately. Philip Bender, I agree. Thank you, Lyndon Stewart. Yeah, I love flying that and bringing you guys that shakedown. I can't wait to take it back out because that plane can do way better than I displayed, honestly. I mean, Richie Rich, I do not think that plane has suspension. It'd be easy to do. You don't have to deal with retracts, so it's just getting it to fit, not close. So sky's the limit. Bruce Beamer wants to know if anybody has experience with the Black Horse, Corsair, or Spitfire. I do not. I do not. Right on, Jim. Oh gosh, I think it's an Edge 540. I'm not even sure, Micah. I'm not even sure. 1999 market. Well, wait, you'll see an ad for a $600 plane on Facebook for $19.99. Then you can get that one, okay? Newts, I see everybody saying hey to him. Nice. Lionel Randall. What's happening? That's a pretty robust little roll call this evening. What looks like a yak, Jeff? Oh, the stunt plane. Yeah, man, that's Wrighton knows what it is. Is it an extra? Yeah, I'll be getting a couple of those F-16s, Dylan. Yes, sir. I left mine in California, man. I'm bummed. That thing was sick. Sick. Bobby's got footage of it too, I think, too. Check out. He's back. Check out Big Go Hobbies YouTube. Edge. Yeah, I thought it was an Edge. Nice, right? Yeah, Bobby's doing shorts, and he's been posting up on YouTube again. Support it, dudes. You know that Princess Bride movie where the guy is on the quest because whoever killed his father or something? That's how I feel about Banana. So, Noons, I won't read your comment because they killed my father. So I'm not going to read it. Enemies. Come on. I will. Rick James, I was in like Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, Palm Desert area. I don't really know where I was. It all was very desertish. But it's a super nice spot. Yeah, I think Snow River, you're right. I think that's also the curse of, you know, man, sometimes you can only get so many and they go fast. Yeah, that's like Coachella Valley RC Club where we filmed that one. Nice, Newts. Inigo Montoya, you killed my father. Prepare to die. Yes. East of Riverside, less than an hour. Is that where I was? It's so crazy. Man, I wanted to get with you, Mike. It did not. It just wasn't going to work out. It's nuts. Yeah, Dylan. That needs to happen, actually, because I'm gonna. So we've been doing this thing on Friday nights at the fun park where we're getting together. What's up, Jordan? We're getting together and we're flying and we're crawling and sometimes we're racing and bashing. So that means I'm working all day Friday and then run over to the fun park and hang out all night. All night, respectively, when you compare it to when my kids go to bed. So, and then Saturday, I work till 6, and then I just usually stay here and try to work on video because it's too far to go home and come back, and I'm not set up at the house to do it. I'm working on the basement still, which really means I'm not working on the basement, which is why it's still. You know what I mean? It's just I'm not getting it done because I prefer to do this other stuff I love so much, and it all makes a little more sense now. You know, I've fell in love with RC so hard that I managed to turn it into, you know, the hope of a valid income to support my life and my family. So I spend time doing those things to grow that a little bit. Anyway, the thing is, Friday and Saturday night, I'm not gonna go home at all, really. So I think some of you guys are just now hearing this. Common Ground RC in the house. That's TJ. That's our guy at the fun park, guys, who's tremendously helpful in all kinds of ways, man. TJ's my peeps. And it all just worked out. It was so funny when I had to come take these positions here because Bobby and Gabby had to go to Cali. I picked up their responsibilities, and TJ stepped in over there at the hobby shop, and it's been amazing. So anyway, what I'm getting at is Friday night's probably over because it needs to just be Saturday. It needs to just be Saturday. That way, also, when the weather gets bad and we're racing inside, we're racing Saturday night after like the official racing, not before it on Friday night. I just know it would drive Tommy crazy if we were in there. There's no way. We can't be in there Friday night yucking it up, a bunch of non-professionals. And then he's got to get it dialed in for like official racers on Saturday morning. No way. So I think we're going to move this thing to Saturday night, and that gets me out of just the warehouse and sitting in a chair for these live streams that I've been doing for a long time. I was talking to my wife. It's been something we've talked about. You know, it's just gone so long now, fellas, that I can't stop it, is how it feels. And that's at least how I operate. Like when I left, you know, my last place, I was exclusive, right? I didn't miss a beat, just kept going. I just won't let go. But something had to let go. And so the reason we never made Fridays officials at the fun park was because we had to see what that looked like. And it looks like me never being home on the weekend. So the RC Fun Park after hours thing is going to be on Saturdays. Now the fun park's open all week long to play during the day for the rest of y'all who can get away maybe, but I do it because I can't get over there otherwise. I'm super tickled to still work over. I work over there every Monday unless I'm out of town. Right said, not sure exactly yet. As you know, I probably fly by the seat of my pants. Ha! So, that's what's up. I figured out a way to do this where I get to keep doing the show, and I'm just going to turn it into more often than not from the fun park. Makes sense, right? It's our business, so might as well. And there's a lot of different things that we can do. So you guys that are still with me, knowing that it's not 100% airplanes, I super appreciate you. It's got to be a little bit of everything, but I like everything. So thanks for sticking around. Yeah, I don't really feel like I could stop Saturday nights if I want to. And it's definitely not about the money. They used to do crazy good. I mean, guys, I was the first one that had enough dudes to be super chatted. We were like the first stream that was going consistently. It was nuts at first. And so the only reason I'm bringing it up is because that's not why. Like I just still want to do it. And that's why Friday that we've been trying out is going away, because it just needs to be Saturday over there. Mountain RC app, I actually do have merch, and I need to get some new. I had to get rid of a lot of the old stuff, but I'm going to bring the I Love RC back if it's not on there now. Actually, if you go to the links, the link in the description of this video, there's a bunch of links, and I'm sure one of them takes you right to pilotryanmedia.com, and from there you can scroll down and go to the Teespring store. But honestly, if you go to the home page of this YouTube channel in the YouTube app and click store, it takes you right to the Teespring store. So it's integrated. Like underneath my videos, you're gonna see that there's shirts and like coffee mugs and stuff, and a bunch of it's old at this point. I'm got to get some new stuff up, but yeah, get some shirts, get some merch, and check out that old stuff, because I'm gonna wipe it out. And a new thing has happened, and you won't see it in the live. Just while I'm thinking about it, I'll mention it, because I think it is kind of cool. So you guys are familiar with the way super chats happen. You see it all the time in live streams sometimes, right? But on a regular video, there was no way for that to happen. Never even thought about it until I recently, or it's a new thing, whatever, became eligible to have it. They should call it tips, but it's like a super chat, but like on regular videos, when you look at the bottom of the video, it has all these icons, and one of them's like a heart or something with like money sign or thank you. I don't know what it is, but it's like tips. So that's interesting. It's new because you couldn't do anything like that before, and now you can. But yeah, what reminded me of that was talking about the merch. They call it a merch shelf underneath the regular videos. I am so tired, you guys. It's not even funny. But I'm happy. I've got a lot going on. Super blessed. A lot of responsibilities. I chose this. I'm taking it, and I'm gonna kick its ass. Watch this. Dad, where you at? Saturday night live at the RC Fun Park. Yeah, man. I should figure out how to pay myself to do it. Sponsored by myself. You see that one time Snoop Dogg like accepted an award and he thanked himself. That's kind of good. Man, did you get out and crawl or anything today, TJ? Man, I wanted to. I was working, looking at this thing all day. We had a really good day over here. But, nope, nothing to unbox, dude. I would have something else to talk about, but they pushed that release back. Me and Dylan, you've probably picked this up by now at this point. Don't say a word about it. Don't mention it. Don't say the name of the plane. Nothing. Please. Bless his heart, man, because when I need him, he's there for me. Sponsor mine. So, nah, we're good. I just think it's a neat thing, and I was reminded of it by talking about the merch. Dylan, we went out the day before the release because that was the first time we had time. It was the best weather we had too, and we got it done. And then I edited all night and got it done for the release to be on time. Morning is upon me, and I'm looking around the interweb to find because it's got to be out for me to build out the description. So it's got to exist already on the website of Origin, so I can do what I got to do for the release of the video. And I didn't see anything. Usually there's scuttlebutt on Facebook. There's always somebody who saw it, and everybody wants to be new. Just like, there's always the first guy. You remember who the first guy was? Probably posted up the PT19 on Thursday, So there was none of that for this product. And I was like, huh. And I looked on the website and there was nothing. So I communicated with my contact, and it got pushed back. I had to ask. I'm glad I did, but I probably could have avoided an all-nighter if I had known. Can he get hit by lightning again? What's going on? Do I secure E-rings with anything before flying? I like foam tack on them. I haven't heard anything about it, Ken Bird, as far as those chips and all. Yeah, we probably should, Dylan. We got time. I want to refilm. I want to film again I want to do a real good grass ops on this beach. Dude, big time. Brian Young, what up? TJ, did you see those videos I sent you? What's up, Wild Bill? Meet Servo, thanks, man. It's nice. Man, it's nice. I knew it was going to be nice, and it totally is. And the Jeep is amazing, but man, it's like, it's got that big, tall top and everything. That honcho was sweet. And I'm not going to take it through the creek first thing, either, which is a little helpful. You just got to be neat about it. You're just trying to keep that E-clip from coming off. I mean, if I can't put glue on that E-clip, I mean, is there a washer? Sometimes there's a washer between the circlip, whatever, and the wheel. And in that case, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Dylan, we still got some at the shop and more coming. This SCX6 honcho's gonna... I have a good feeling about it. What do you think of the paramotor from Hobby King? I think it's probably one of the only places you can get one. So in that regard, slam dunk. I think guys have had fun with it. I really don't know, though. I personally don't have any experience with that, and I haven't done a lot of Hobby King planes. Ha, EQ, that's crazy. Viper 90's bad to the bone, Hubert. Don't they have more bodies? I saw a guy put a X-Max body on one, just painted it like a truck. It looked amazing. Is it worth buying it? Come on, hold on. I want to remember what it is we're talking about. Come on. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man, because I don't have any experience with it. E-clips, circlips, what's the difference? Brian Chambers says the paramotor is a blast. Right, so I wish that they would do collars on stuff. I would do more wheels all the time. You can't do photos in the chat, though. That's the problem. Unless I start doing this on Facebook also at the same time, but then I'll lose everything as far as engagement that happens on YouTube. Sean Corbin, yeah, I know a lot of people do call him that. Waiting on a Bronco body for your base camp, says Boss. Nice. I'm going to have to drink another one of these. It probably says don't drink more than one. It's like it's not working almost. Yeah, I think it'll be great. Getting, as much as I enjoy riffing off the comments in here, I've never really done with this what I wanted to. And I'll take the blame for that. It's hard to want to dive into getting an education on how to be a real stream boss. There's just not enough time in this stinking day. And other things take the priority. It's easy. I just keep showing up. But I think it's going to be great to be... we've done it before from different events that we're at and from the fun park. Those shows are always fun when there's things going on, and it's a good time. Nice. Are they off of your plane, or you just don't like it that they spin the E-clips on the Viper 90? can't do Facebook as I'm a winner too much on YouTube. I have telegraphed and paid thousands for all the free RC car I won. Just paid shipping. Somebody did that to me the other day, where they stole my avatar and were commenting in my comment sections, telling folks they won stuff. I promise you didn't. Free subscription. That's what you won. Nice, Craig. I'm glad you're getting that good use out of that. Listen, man, I still got some other stuff around here too. I just have to make room. I can't fly at all. Got the maiden on the FMS 70mm A10. Thanks for the vids on it. Went great. Charles Ice, that's great to hear, man. That's my favorite foamy A10. Big one for sure. I like that it takes just one battery, keeps it nice and light. I mean, the freewing one is awesome. I mean, you know, but I think the FMS one is a big one that is easier to fly. Same kind of flight time, only one battery. Why not? Really, boss? That's nuts. Yeah, a guy contacted me and was like, "Hey, man, I'm like ready to give you my address so you can send whatever." I'm like, "Wait, what? What the what?" P51D never had any trouble with his clips. Yeah, I haven't either. What I'd like to see with the live stream is like, I want it to be like Anchorman, where there's people doing things. That's what I really like. Where there's like a stream boss clicking in things. We just better organized, covering, you know, releases and product releases, sections to the show, treat it like a real show. But those shows take a team of people to do. And that I've never had. And won't, probably, because you gotta pay folks. So, you know, in reality, what I want and what I will probably have to get and deal with is two different things. So, what I can see happening is just a little bit of investment in some technology and maybe some media capture, maybe people holding cameras, you know what I mean? I can't do the whole camera. I do it all the time, and it'd be better if there was like a camera person and monitors and things like that. But the reality is it's going to be, you know, down and dirty the way I roll. So I could talk big, but it's still going to end up being on a cell phone with a selfie stick. What's up, Rage? Thanks, Wild Bill. Yeah. Paying planes and cars. Yeah, there's now's not the best time, but yeah, there's definite things I've always wanted. I know YouTube really well. I know YouTube so well. I know how awfully deficient I am. That's the thing. Nice, Rick James. RC Rolling, what's up, dog? '82 folks, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to wrap it actually in a few. You guys that Zoom, fired up and drop it in here. If you got questions, lay it on me. But I am fitting to be splitting. Yeah, Snow River, they are, and they have been for a minute. I don't exactly know how it works. Facebook, to me, is a necessary evil. Like buying batteries, not exciting, but you got to have them. Facebook it's amazing, and also just, golly, there's a million different groups for the same thing. I mean, it's just different. It's cool, but it's very different. EQ, if I could tighten up and get more efficient, where you could plug somebody in and gauge, some kind of advancement or whatever, that'd be the way to do it. Some way to track progress, some way to right now it'd be too loose. I don't know how I'd get an intern. They are, Mike. I mean, and they also help sell the 4-wheel drive one that's already got it in there. You know, that's the thing. Same with the planes. It applies to the Surface as well. Talking to people about their choices so they can make an informed decision is what's up. And when you know the product, when you enjoy the product, there's no one better to talk to. All right, Noon. See you later. Gotta go. Planes boarding on my way. What? I'll be picking up the Thunder Chicken and Felony on sale. Use Ryan's link, y'all. He says, Noons, thanks, man. You're amazing. Thank you for that. By the way, don't stop anybody doing what you're doing now, but I have just a few weeks to get all of my links changed. Imagine that work. You know what I mean? When there's so much like you're on right now new, going back to change them. So I'm going to start at current and work back, because it'll get to a point where it's like, all right, I got to stop this. But they're changing over their the third-party application that handles the affiliate network at Horizon is they're changing it. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. But yeah, keep doing what you do. They're always going to be in the same place, no matter which third party is running it. Thanks, Noon, so much. Man, I missed it. Somebody's Facebook's evil, whatever. Fred, I just see that. Thank you, man. Thank you, Fred. Again, thanks for all you do. Ryan for the hobby, family, and folks. Fred, thank you, man. Michael Bear's gonna probably hop on the Zoom, maybe. We'll get one here in a minute. I'm sure somebody will post up a Zoom link, and at that point, I may start winding it down. Let's see, writes up, polyronmedia.com, polyronmedia.com, polyronmedia.com. If you're going to get it, just hit it. Writes up, man, you're on to something. You're on to something. Do it, RC Plane Addict. You see how fickle it is. You can't ever take a break hardly. You have to learn how to sustain this craziness that is content creation. My word. Meat servo. Ute. Got 12 flights. Usually your affiliate link would take me to an old page. Like on what product? I mean, the older the video is, that's definitely possible. I mean, I think even Horizon's had website changes back not that long ago, where they may not be right. If that ever happens, let me know too, guys. I mean, somebody tell me in the comment right there, or hit me in, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram, DM, something like that. What's up, Age Van? Appreciate you for that. HSD Jets was up in the house today, says Jackson. Kenny in here? What's going on with Kenny? No, nobody made it out Friday. It was like me and TJ, low key. No, everybody had stuff going on. I was just there with my kids for a minute. Got some footage that I just couldn't get to today. I was hoping it would slow down a little bit, but it's also good when it doesn't slow down a little bit, So it's not a bad thing when I don't. The thing about doing any kind of video during the day, what it means is that things aren't happening the way they really should be. Guys should be busy. There should be sales. There should be shipments. There should be things going on. So, like I say, it's still kind of on the side. So if it's a good thing to be too busy to be able to kind of get to the edits during the day. But man, this is a hot new ticket with this honcho, and I'm gonna probably get on that video here in a few, to be honest, because I wanted to get it done today, because I made extreme efforts to not miss the FedEx man yesterday at the shop to pick it up to get the footage. So that's all we did. I had my Rafi and my youngest daughter and myself out in the woods crawling yesterday, man. My little Maris was crawling the small honcho. It's a shop demo. I mean, it's all shop demo now. Dylan, that kind of sounds good. There's beers over here. That's not a bad idea. So yeah, 10 o'clock. Waiting for you guys to find that Zoom link, and I'll probably wrap it a little bit. Lots to do, and beautiful, blessed life and opportunities. My job is to tighten up so I can get more done. Yes, Craig, I do. And, also, too, keep in mind, if we can get, me and Bobby have some great ideas, too. And it's only 6 in the afternoon, well, 7 now, in the afternoon where he's at. So we can get him streaming from the field. We can bring you Bobby from, I think that'd be awesome, from right here. Split screen it, but he'll be at the field, and I can heckle him from here, you know what I mean? Flyzamax, thanks so much for that super chat. You guys are cool. It's amazing what this community has done together, too. Look at all you guys. Seriously. Look at all you guys who started channels, Whatever inspired you, you've got a channel now and you're doing your thing. There's a bunch of you. It's killer. Get it with it. Get it with it dialed in. You can't say it, Dylan. Get it with it dialed in. Hot ticket, get it with it dialed in. That's what it is. Get it with it, hot ticket. Now you mess me up, G. Everything I am is the accumulation of my past experience. I had a friend, I still do, and he should have been a radio announcer. But man, that dude, he had all kinds of stuff he said, man. That's one of his, dude. Get it with it dialed in, and just stuck. Hot ticket, get it with it dialed in. Nice, EQ. Dylan, thank you, man, for the super chat. Oh, it's crazy. Look at this. I can't believe it. I'm talking to TJ last night because we do, and my favorite topic of conversation came up. Me. I'm kidding. It's funny. Right? It's weird. So when you feel like you're kind of a business of your own, it's weird to talk about without feeling like some kind of egomaniac. But when you can get over that problem and be objective about yourself, you can see where you're falling short, and you can see where the opportunities are, and you can see what you're doing and what you've done. And somebody came into the shop and was talking about me and Captain Mike, like back in the day, to TJ. And it reminded me, like, goodness sakes, we were goofing around in the garage with a piece of garbage camera, and we went for it. And now, you know, we got a hobby shop in Granger, Indiana. Bobby's got the one in we're all partners. So I got one in California and Indiana, and so is Bobby. And a YouTube channel still out in front of it all. Instagram and all this kind of crazy stuff. The affiliate thing happened. And that's great for folks who can't come into the store to support us physically. So I mean, it's just really pretty amazing. And for the backdrop for a YouTube channel, to bring what I think me and Bobby kind of have access to, with what we've achieved because of the support from all of y'all and the shows we go to and things like that, I think it's fairly unique. But I think we're so nonchalant and low-key about it that people forget how truly badass this situation is. And that's what I mean. You know, it's I fooled you into thinking it's just the guy next door when it's like some, you know, like weird idiot savant kind of marketing genius at work somehow down deep. It's just fun. Don't understand it, but we've been rolling with it for a long time, and you guys are to blame. I appreciate you very much, is the point I'm trying to make. You guys can tell I'm tired. Holy smokes, man. RC Air Training Command. Yeah, close. Meet Servo, thanks. Yeah. Rage RC. DaVinci Resolve, I think, is free. You have to sync your audio with your clips. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but I pay for it. I pay for everything. And guys, thanks so much tonight. It's awesome. My wife's a champ because it's been interesting. It's been interesting. All you young cats, save your money. Because if you don't have any stacked back, you'll never be able to take a chance on yourself like I've been able to this last year. Because you're going to live off that for a minute. You're going to live off what you saved. So if you're going to make some bold moves, you better stack it back first. And be ready to spend it. Because you're going to. Because you're going to. Rick James, perhaps I could start a channel as well, but not good from cam just on hat. That's true. Put 2 cams on plane I'm flying, running 3 run cams on planes. Anyone have a suggestion on video edit software? And I'm not trying to be mean, but you have to think about what it's like to be a viewer. Do you watch other people's videos when it's just an onboard deal? If you do, then my advice is to always make videos that you want to watch, right? But you have to ask yourself what you're watching too. And I think that stuff is cool, but for me, I'll never watch a video that's all it is. It's usually just a little, I mean, honestly, these guys that have been working with me lately, watching me get footage and film, guys like TJ and Dylan and the other cats, Nick Griffith, other Nick and Bradley, like these guys are seeing me work, and I think sometimes wonder why I'm not running the camera. It's like, man, I already know. I got what I need, and I'm just going to need a couple seconds. I'm going to slow it down anyway. It'll turn into 10 seconds, or, you know, I'll have plenty to work with to get the money shot. But like, I won't, even when I did drone stuff, I can't really sit through a whole video of a drone footage on an airplane because I want to know what it's like standing there on the ground, you know. Because if I want to watch a video, it just doesn't, I don't know, man. What do you get out of it when it's on board? You don't quite see it behaving the same way as when you're standing on the ground. Anyway, my thing is, make the videos you want to make. Editing software, it's all over the place. Like I say, DaVinci Resolve I think is free. If you have an Apple computer, you got iMovie. I think there's probably something on, I don't know, guys. Does Windows come with anything? Yeah, if you're zooming, post it. It's cool. I started off on iMovie, and then I got Adobe, and I've been with it ever since. And then, you know, the Instagram of it all, that kind of stuff, I edit in the app, usually. Yeah. Multiple angles. I mean, it better be multiple angles if you're going to hope to keep people's attention with just shots like that. 1080's not bad though. Honestly, I roll in 1080 all the time just so I don't burden my equipment. You guys ever try this stuff? Water. I've been hearing about it. It's not bad. Yeah, Northwest FPV is super good. I won't do it anymore because I need somebody with a Part 107. Because I will not do it if they can mess with my YouTube channel. And I've already been messed with, so I'm not doing it unless I can go by the book. Cyberlink is good for video editing also, says Dennis Frost. If Windows does come with something, it's a flaming turd. DaVinci Resolve is awesome, but a pretty steep learning curve, says Air Marshal. Yeah. Yeah, I've sold loads of my own planes. I give them away, too. Never heard of it. Fish swim in it. Oh my word. So one of these Saturdays, we got to get Scott on here and we're going to talk about the Alabama show. So that will be fun. And we may be back in the studio, right? Studio. It's a warehouse, man. Studio for that. That's the same tap water that comes in Polar Springs water, too. Man, it definitely ain't the same stuff as Dasani or Aquafina. That stuff is gross. Gross. All right, man. Look, so you guys got that Zoom deal happening? Anybody want to see anything up close on this honcho before we wrap it up? I'll be glad to bring it up here for a minute. I'm barely going to have room for it. Crystal Geyser. Snow River says, I am a Crystal Geyser fan. That's what she said. We get the best water out of the tap in Red Lodge, Montana. Oh, Red Lodge city water comes out of a spring-fed well. Nice. 4K, nice, Fred. Fred's been using iMovie, but wants a PC-based editor for 4K. EQ, no. I have not heard anything from Dynam. All right, Dylan. See you later, man. Thanks for the super chat, G. Micah, what's wrong with you? What do you think of Ice Mountain? Or anything else that's not Aquafina or Dasani? That stuff is so gross. Gross. Don't yuck somebody's yum. That's what my wife says. My kids eat stuff I won't touch. I'm the one who won't try it. Snails, forget it. Scallops, forget it. Shrimp, you better fry it hard. What else? Crab, I'm not doing. Calamari, forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Coming up very soon, Paul. Yes, it is. Where is Scott Settle when you need him? I'm about to take that Bigfoot name and use it here in Indiana as an annex and a beautiful branding opportunity for our woods. I think we call it Bigfoot Hollow. RC Fun, crawling at the RC Fun Park, Bigfoot Hollow. Is what we call our like woods. Man, I saw videos. Our buddy Brett Bennett, who owns Brazen Scale RC, sent me some videos from 8 years ago of what was going on back in those woods. Man, that place looked really good. So there's a lot of cool features that are kind of buried in some like overgrowth right now. Mean Mr. Mustard lives in a shop. He never stops. He's a mean old man. Polythene Pam. Dude, one of my first records I ever remember was Abbey Road, dude. I'm listening to the best music ever, and I'm playing with a Hot Wheel on it, and it scratched the record. And my grandpa, who's amazing, but just a fireball of temperament, he came in there, boy. Whew. Anyway, Abbey Road, dude, good one. That's the B-side. That's the other side of the record. Nope, not me. I'll do them Cheddar Bay biscuits, though. The beach is awesome, Ron. It's way better than the day I had it out. Man, and I was getting it sorted on the weight and the pitch and everything like that, but I love it a lot. Michael writes, before you go, if you're going to spend your dough, there's a place to go. PilotRyanMedia.com writes, thank you very much. Grandpa Burke, no, I have not seen. I have not seen it. You know, when I do get trapped in social media land watching stuff, um, it's a mix of everything. It's not always RC, and I get stuck on that short form content, and all of a sudden, before I know it, it's like lizard people and the earth is flat or whatever, and it's kind of, I kind of watch it. I mean, it's only a minute at a time, 2 minutes at a time. A jellyfish sandwich. Salmon is delicious. See, I'll eat fish. I just don't like shellfish. Or squid. Or scallops. Or the idea of shrimp. But that's just ridiculous. I mean, think about who knows what we're eating when you get it on the road or a fast food joint or whatever. I mean, come on. You don't want to know. You ever had a hot dog? All that I want is a gosh dang hot dog. Rick James. If you go to pilotryanmedia.com, across the top are a bunch of icons that take you to my multiple different social media outlets. One of them's Facebook. It'd take you right there. If you go to pilotryanmedia.com, which everybody should, bookmark it. Use it when you're going shopping. Costs you nothing but consideration. And you can help me keep it going. And I'm thinking, and the hope is eventually we get things going so good that this isn't going to matter anymore and I can shut up about it. But right now, it all helps. More than helps. It's very necessary. So yeah, across the top is all these icons. One of them's Facebook. It'll take you to the RC Pilots Lounge. Couple questions to be a member. It's super easy. And then once you're in there, you'll see Ryan Ramsey. I mean, you see the same avatar you would see on YouTube. You'll see it when Ryan Ramsey, myself, makes a post in that group, the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. We have a Michiana Crawlers crawler group too, that is a supplement to the RC Fun Park Facebook page. So yeah, there's so much of us that you can get all over the place. RC Pilots Lounge, I created that Facebook group really as a supplement to this live stream. That's why I call it the same thing. But it's got a mind of its own at this point, and tons of content creators on the RC side are posting up their stuff. Lots of community engagement going on in the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. And there's a ton of Facebook groups, I know. But that's ours. That's ours. And I don't even understand how it actually all works on Facebook. And it's weird. I've managed multiple accounts at this point, and I have 2 personal Facebook accounts. One I don't use. It's dead. It's private. But it's there still. I get notifications. And then the one now that I use to run things. And now you're allowed to post stories and reels and things like that on Facebook. So I've been doing some of that. But also, whenever I post on Instagram, it just automatically puts it out somewhere on Facebook. I don't even get it. So, yeah. That's it. But yeah, follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Consume the content. We put out lots of little short things as well. My Instagram was really jamming for a minute, and it's more like reality trajectory now. Instead, it went nuts it went nuts. It went from like 12,000 to 33,000 in like a month and a half a little while ago, and now we're almost to 34,000. So it's more realistic. Yeah, it's Michiana Crawlers on the rocks. It's right there off of. It's a group that the RC Fun Park Facebook page is the admin of. But we didn't have one. I started it, And yeah, man, come be a part of it. That's why all of us local guys that want to crawl or share crawling spots should post it up. And even if you're not local, but you want to follow what we're doing locally, because you're gonna see it anyway in video and on Instagram, things like that. This social media landscape is defined by active accounts. So the more you guys engage with what we're putting out there, the better we're gonna do. And it's the best marketing. I hate to even say that, but it is. It's the best marketing you can get because it's real. When you have engagement that's real and organic, you can be a small business but still be showing up at the top of Google searches and YouTube searches because of the real engagement and traffic that's going on. People pay loads of money to show up first. The way I've learned how to do YouTube in a way where even though we're a small channel, under 20,000, if you look up any of these new products, just like Google them, I'm on the first page with everybody else. So, and that's after years and years and years and years and years, it feels like, of doing this too. There's quite a whole Google cache of stuff that's going to pop up if you looked up Pilot Ryan Media, tons of stuff, and that's all right. And with the new videos too, when they come out, if you look up Beach 18, E-Flite Beach 18, you'll see all of us guys that already did videos on them, really. And that only works if people are engaging with it, Awesome. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, the questions are super easy. One is like, what was the last plane you flew? And the next question is a true or false. It says, a P-51 has a radial engine. True or false? That's it. And people get it wrong all the time, but if they get the first one right, where they actually have the answer to what they flew last as a model I know exists and not just something stupid, I let people in all the time that get it wrong. And that's the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group I'm talking about. I don't remember what the questions are for Michiana crawlers. On the Rocks, cool, man. If someone is a member of 50 groups, they're a spammer for sure. You know what's funny? When you get those girls that request you, and come on, it's some fishing thing, or they're trying to get in your group so they can fish all the guys that are in your group. I don't accept those people as friends or let them in the groups, but every now and then you'll see you go to their profile, see if there's a reason you should know them, and then they'll show you the friends you have in common, and it's always, you see a handful of guys that have accepted friend requests from all these fake accounts of girls, and it looks like a wanted poster. They should have known better. Don't accept this scam as a friend because they're not looking out for you, I promise. Grandpa Burks, thanks. I don't always get that, but I have found I go directly to you. I see Brian Phillips and Sailors, but I always watch you first because. And that's amazing. The Sailors are approaching 400,000. I think Brian's approaching 200,000 subscribers, and I've got almost 20. And I rank with those cats on the first page of everything, YouTube and Google. Jordan, I think I accepted it already. Yeah, man. Come on, man, says Reitza. Bring us a shrubbery. Michael Chambers, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. You're the first one I see, says Chambers. That's what's up. All right, no one wants to see this honcho. That's all right. You're gonna see it anyway when I post out on. Wild Bill, you really think they do? I would never have guessed that actually, but Wild Bill says they buy subscribers. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I mean, look, they're doing the damn thing. They're putting out loads of content. That's how you win. It depends what you want to win, but that's how it works, you know. I prefer to keep it lean and mean. I got a real powerful 20K, you know what I mean? Like when I look at my analytics, you guys are above par for engagement. And then we get a ton of new viewers too, but it is what it is. I'm not worried about the subscriber numbers. Look, I don't care how many subs these guys have. Look at a backdrop we got. My bad. Welcome to the gun show, dude. We're flexing. We've got hobby shops, dude. We've got serious relationships. You may get me on the subscriber numbers, but come on now. Yeah, I mean, more power to them, man. Get your hustle on. You know, if they were plumbers, you wouldn't be mad at them. Grandpa Burke, I appreciate that. And there's something to be said for I know how hard it is to do this YouTube stuff. And so I know I've always been jealous of the husband and wife team, to be honest, because what a good thing if you got it. And they're putting out loads of content. They are playing the YouTube game. I think if I put out content every day, on a different thing every day, it's hard to know it very well. But I mean, the same's to be said for me too. I'm putting out stuff. It's a shakedown, man. It's a maiden or it's a second flight. I wish I could do it more. I wish, you know. And those guys are doing so good, they can afford to do those videos they have to do those videos every day because it's working and they can't stop. I ain't mad at them, man. I appreciate the hustle. I know they're having a baby, and congratulations, and hope everything goes well. And, you know, it's pretty phenomenal for me to feel like I'm even a peer of channels that big. Both those guys have called me before. Nate's called me before, and Brian Phillips calls me every now and then. And I'm supposed to be the little guy, but it's funny. It's only the numbers that say so, not the way folks treat this. Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. They're super nice. You take it even when you know I'm tired and crotchety. You know, and it's funny. For me, the approach on these videos, I just want to do a good job of sharing my experience with the thing. If you're gonna buy it, yeah, man, you use me. Thanks. If you're not, that's cool too. I'm telling you how I read it while we were playing with it and trying to work it out, and it's kind of a take it or leave it thing, and because there's a real fine line, and it's easy to cross it on being too much on the calls to action for, I don't even know if I say it anymore. Anything about subscribe or whatever. I think I just get done and I'm like, seeing the next one. I think if you think about how many channels are out there asking you all the time to do that stuff, look, if you like what you see, you're going to. If you like the channel, if you like what you saw, and if you don't want to miss it, then that channel is a good one, and you'll subscribe because you don't want to miss it. It's like you ever go to a rock show and the band sucks, but they're like, and people are like just sitting down still or whatever, and no one's feeling it. But the guy's on stage and he's like, get up, everybody get up, put your hands together. It's like, bro, you can't evoke that emotion asking. When you get it, it ain't honest. It's pity. Anyway, that always made me uncomfortable. You're at a show and the band sucks and they're like, "Yo, make some noise." Bro, no. I'm not making noise. And you shouldn't have to ask. You guys are cool, and I'm a smarty pants. I'm sorry. Yeah, Eric Quinn, Captain Mike. Do you want me to get his number for you? I think you ask about him almost every time. He does not want anything to do with this. And it's funny because every time I get asked that question, I feel like people think I fired him or something. He didn't want to do it anymore. He could have. He could have been a part of all this. This empire, right? Cast your eyes upon all you can survey. This will all be yours one day. Awesome. The shakedown is real. I want to do a better job though. If I had to make content every day, you'd get the thing for a week or a half a week. Let's really get it dialed. Come on. I'm learning them in these first videos, dude. And then, if I get to fly it one more time, all of a sudden I go from, yeah, man, you got to be, really on top of your game to land this well, to, look, this is how you land it well every time, and I can talk about it. That's what I want to do. Snow River. Grandpa Burr, thank you, man, for that. We did make a great team. He's nuttier than a fruitcake, but I love him to death. We started this thing together, but he gone. He gone, man. You can't. Not everybody can hang on, bro. I should have been done a long time ago. How long have these guys that y'all remember? They're gone. Where's Pete? Where's Pete from Banana? Who else? The other guys, Antonio and the Tonys, and where are those people? Right? And other guys that are in this scene we're in, they come and go. You see them for a little while, and then all the time, and then you don't see them for a while. Yo, we've been keeping the lights on at Pilot Ryan Media since 2012. No matter what you called it, the lights have been on. Good for you, Paul. Thanks, Earl. Saw the vid. Cool, man. Yeah, I did a lot of videos for those guys. Quite a bunch. Yeah, that P-38's neat. It's the only foamy one around. It's good. It is a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Snow River, yeah, I haven't even watched anything. If you're me, you're not gonna watch. It's cool y'all do. It's fine. It's nobody's business. But Usually, that's like a masochist would sit there and stay on it. I got other. I can't watch what they do. I'm working with everybody else. So every now and then they'll put out something I just gotta have. But what happens is I fly it once and now it's 2 years later. I still got it and can't get rid of it. All right, you guys, there was a Zoom link, right? Nice. Oclagon. Okay, Lagon. How do you say it? Yeah, pretty cool. Running ads on that content. All right, man. Look, 2-minute warning. Lay it on me. Last minute questions, statements. Got anything smart to say? Anything ridiculous? Ryan, since day one you said you were here to sell planes and show how they fly. A lot of these other channels say it's for the love of the hobby until they get an affiliate link and then it's different. I won't disagree with you. When the way this stuff starts is, look, I did magazine work, and it was nice every 3 months to maybe get a project, to get a plane to write up and do. Well, it's easy if you're doing magazine and you're getting some product every now and then. Very rarely, because that first magazine I was doing was the Park Pilot one, which is only every 3 months. So once a quarter, maybe 4 times a year, I'd get an RC like that for magazine. And so, being a young family at the time, I can't spend a ton of money on this stuff and working, and I enjoyed it all. And working to get the product was a really good idea. And I didn't even really think about the sales part of it for a long time until I realized how happy people were to have chosen to work with us because things were moving. And so that's a byproduct of just, I do truly enjoy the hobby, but also making content for folks who needed something to represent these items online that had no faces to them. I fell in love also with the whole thing. And it makes sense because I used to have bands, and the thing about people, and I feel like somewhat of I like to communicate the fun I'm having with these items, and apparently it sells them. I don't care if you do or not. If you're gonna, like I said, use this stinking link. But I'm just glad to be doing what I'm doing. And some people will be moved to buy it. But look, if you're looking at the video already, you're already into this hobby just like I am. So you were already maybe on the fence. If I help you, fine. And look, there's sometimes people see me do a plane and they're like, I had trouble with it, or my landings kind of sucked, or whatever like that. Look in the comment section of those E-Flite P51 1.5 videos, especially that first one I did, shakedown. I didn't land it very good. And a lot of people said thanks for leaving that in there because they realized that they were not going to have a good time with that plane. So, truth is great. And with that, folks will take it whatever direction they need to. So I'm glad to provide that. I'm glad to be able to. I'm glad that people want to know what we think about these things and how we get along with them. But yeah, I mean, now it's led me into a position where, look, after years and years and years of selling this stuff for everybody else, it's like, you know what? Maybe we could sell it for us. And so that's what we've done. And why not? Why not? You know, when it's, I feel like sometimes when it's art or creative or something you enjoy doing, it's weird when it's a business, right? Like, again, to the plumber situation, if no one's going to be mad at a plumber for charging what it's worth. But when you already enjoy what you're doing, like I enjoy what I'm doing, it took a long time to realize, hey, this is worth something. And then, because of the way you have all reacted and used the links, guys, we made up this affiliate business. It was not happening in RC. Do you guys remember before? When was the first time you even knew there was a click the link situation? This is fairly brand new. And I think, you know, the art is learning how to navigate that and not being so stinking shilly about it all the time. And because of what me and Bobby do, we may be some of the only YouTubers with affiliate links that'll tell you to go to a local store. I still want the same thing I always wanted for this hobby. I want the hobby to be successful. And the way the hobby is successful is when we are, because we know how to work the products, and when the companies actually sell them also. Because we know at this point, after being involved with it so long, that's how they're making their decisions on 100% market data. That's why I say things like when a vintage thing comes out like this Beach 18, or a cool warbird like the Focke Wulf 190 or the Mustang 1.5, you know. If you like that stuff and you want to see it, speak with your dollars, because that's all they're listening to. Because look how loud it is otherwise. There's a million different forum pages now and everything else. George Watts, good to see you, man. Thanks. I will have a great Sunday because it's my one day off. I'll be with the fam. And I love my kids. They'll be big one day. Rafie's playing football. He's a beast. He's 11 and he's loving it, dude. I mean, this kid's asking for like ESPN for Christmas. We don't have anything but like Disney Channel or whatever it is, Disney Plus, like Netflix, YouTube, the stuff that comes on the TV. Paul McNeil says, bring something cool to Bigfoot. We'll see. I think I'll probably fly in and maybe ride out with somebody. I am not sure exactly yet. Brandon Wagner, thanks so much for that nice comment, man. The thing that always makes me, I know I could do a better job. I want to do a better job. I mean, I still really just want as complicated as these things get. I tell Bobby this all the time. As complicated and as busy and as big as everything feels, as long as we just keep putting out videos, sharing our experience with this stuff, we will be okay. So there's definitely room to do a better job, though. You know, I want to be out again with that beach you don't even know. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ricardo, I understand what you're saying about that with the timestamps. But I think that's why the videos are 3 hours. That cat's busy too. And his videos are 3 hours because they're not gonna they don't edit. They just stitch it together and put it out, I'm pretty sure, you know. So that's something that I try to do that I think is what makes the difference. And I've learned a lot over the years too. And I will never be done learning, but when I make a video, I'm trying to make a video that I want to watch and that keeps my attention. And as much as I want to have the whole flight in, beginning to finish, I'm starting to be where, like, if there's a lull in the thing, I may cut it. Because ultimately, I also, too, have to play the YouTube game. If you know, I can tell you the flight was 5 minutes, even though maybe what you saw was 4 minutes and 10 seconds, and there's 40 seconds of just garbage, nothing cut out. I'm not hiding anything. You know I'm not, because I show you guys bad landings. I show you guys near misses. I show you guys me crashing into the building or the tree. You know, in a landscape where other people are threatening to sue because there's crashes on video and brand deprecation, I'm putting it out there. Come on. And then I'll take it to the hospital. Nice, nice. Dude, this honcho's lit up like crazy. Yeah, and I'm trying to make these videos where if you watch the rest of YouTube, you notice how like fast-paced it is. It's almost too much. And then our videos, the flight videos, they're kind of a format in a way, you know? And I try to really dress it up with stuff to visually keep you stimulated and to see the plane or to see the feature, to see the thing we're actually talking about instead of watching me talk about it. And to keep it paced where somebody who's not into RC, but maybe they're just getting into it, or maybe they stumbled across the channel. Like, I want it to be good enough video, they may watch it for a while, or all the way through. If I put up a video of the thing and it's a spec, or the audio's garbage, and look, sometimes I've had to do that. But I can't be surprised if no one watches it if it sucks. Just saying. Truth is a wonderful thing. It is. I'm telling you. I wish YouTube, you know, it's got categories, right? Like education, science, technology, whatever. I wish RC had its own category on YouTube, because I feel like because there are so many RC videos out there that maybe aren't good, that don't get people to stay on and watch them, don't get engagement and stuff like that. I think if we were all together, then the ones that were good YouTube would know that, yeah, this is a great RC video that'll get seen, but a great RC video up against a squirrel playing a piano, eating a peanut butter sandwich, I don't know. It can't do numbers like that. It's crazy viral numbers. There's some things that are just nutso views that you can't compare RC to. But if it had its own category, then at least the things in there would have a better shake. That Insta360 vid you did that one time was cool. Thanks. And that's about the only way I would ever do an onboard camera again. And that was a lot of work, but it was pretty cool. That was the Dynam PT-17 Stearman video we did. But I got this monster 360 GoPro in the back seat of that thing. It flew like garbage. I had the heaviest battery in the front. I could get probably a 5,000. And maybe I stuffed something else in there too, because there was just so much weight in the back. Honcho is so much easier to upgrade. Make it a rock crawler. Nobody wants to see this big one, huh? Thanks, Ricardo. I'm not even trying to talk trash about other channels at all. That I hope that's not what's happening. I don't think you guys are seeing it that way. Just the differences a little bit. And I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from and the things that I seem to notice because I pay attention. Everybody's different. And there's so many, and a lot of you guys watch all of these other channels too. You don't have to pick one. At the end of the day, who do you relate to the most and who gives you like the most value? And who's the, one in the Reefs RC hat? That's all. Ha. All right, man. Let's see. I want to move this close for a minute too. So beast. I mean, it's huge, y'all. Do I have a battery for it? You got to see the lights. And this is a shop demo, y'all. So if you're local, I'll let you try it. That's what's cool. That's really neat because I still do all this, work, but now there's a lot of stuff that's at the shop. So we'll do the work on, like the beach, this Beach 18, it's going to the shop. It's going to be displayed at the shop and continue to share the product even after the video by having it available to be touched and tried and stuff like that. I don't know if there's a better ambassador sometimes for the hobby. TJ! We tell everybody at the shop to unplug their batteries. TJ, you're in trouble, homie. Oh, there we go. Look at that, man. So good. Can't help it. I want to always put everything back where it goes. These body clips that are hidden underneath. There should already be a lot of upgrades for it. I mean, are you talking about the body? What'd I miss, Ricardo? Thanks, everybody. Fred, yeah, you're going to like it. The beach isn't bad to the bone, dude. A depression chat, huh? Huh. Come on, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's always 10 times worse on camera. I didn't even need to do it. I got 2 different kinds of tires on it right now because I think I might try these big super swampers on it. But the lights kill me. Come on. I mean, is that the coolest? D-rings. Massive flex. No, you know, the Jeep's amazing, but you'd be up into the wheel wells. Even up against the body, if you had fender deletes, you'd still be up into it. You know what I mean? I'm going to zoom in on it and take a quick bathroom break. You guys be nice. Yeah, check that out for a minute, dudes. All right. Let's see. What'd I miss? Well, you have some preloads you could mess with right away. you don't have more holes, but they do sell some aftermarket like shock mounts that may get you more holes that'll allow you to drop it a little bit. So I don't know what was depressing. I hope it wasn't me. I'm super tired, jet lag, fought being sick all week, long week. Love what I'm doing. Saturday, 3.5 years, I kind of have to come. Glad to be here, but yeah, I'm being truthful. You guys are usually like 50 of the same cats, strong and solid. And, you know, you guys are the guys that can handle the truth. I don't give anybody this business on regular shows. So yeah, I don't. Sorry, not trying to be depressing. Hopefully it's not me, and it's just something I missed in the chat with y'all. So, look how big my head is. Pretty cool. I didn't even want this thing to be better than the Jeep. I knew it was gonna be, and it totally is. It totally is. Absolute beast mode. If I was a guy, go Bobby. If I was a guy who, dang it, if I didn't buy the Jeep and then this came out, but I didn't buy the Jeep, but I wanted the Jeep, and then this came out and I could only get one, I'd get this. I'd get this one all day, and because of the lights and because of it's going to perform better too. It just does. Nice, Eddie K. What's happening? Oh, good, Dylan. I hope I didn't offend him, because he's always in here very positive and has nice things to say, and I appreciate him coming in here. I don't know what happened there. BitGo Bobby, man, it's pretty sick. I've got some Instagrams of it and more to come. I wanted to edit on it tonight. So, yeah, we're on our way out, though. There's a Zoom link floating around. Olson, that Forrest Creighton's killer, isn't it? And I'm gonna, yeah, Little Maris was driving the 110 Honcho yesterday. Yeah, somebody text me or hit me in Messenger with that Zoom link, will you? Mike Honcho. It doesn't even translate how big it is right there. Let me put a tent scale crawler in front of it. Watch this. What? It makes it look like a 24 scale. That's RC four-wheel drive. What is it, the C2X? Yeah. And they bill this one as a ready-to-run comp crawler. It definitely needs some tweaks to be good at that, but they say that because there's so many scale points that you get from the hard body. But this is actually a really good example because it's I mean, look at it, a very similar truck. I mean, is that not crazy? I mean, just huge. All right, so that's the lights. Got a full interior, looks really nice. There we go, lights off. Right, so what's happening? Wrights is going to be fired up in the Zoom tonight. I already know. All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate you. Super tight shot. Shut up. Shutting up. That's exactly why you have a extra battery with you, so you don't have to carry this thing back. They almost need a switch so you can open diffs up, just so you can tow it, because you can't hardly pull this thing with the gears engaged. It'd drag more than it would pull. Something funny just happened to the internet, so we may be losing you soon anyway. But thanks so much, guys, for coming. I gotta fix the shot. That's ridiculous. Bink. Yeah. The honcho is sweet. And this is super sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lyndon Stewart, yes, it is a big one. Michael Bear, you wanting the... Yeah, there's a link to the Zoom somewhere. Somebody put it up in RC Pilots Lounge, Facebook group or something, and we can keep this party going for a little while. And some of you guys will keep it going anyway. So nice. Yeah, the beach is killer. Yeah, somebody, let's look in the Facebook. SSI, thanks, man. BitGo Hobby says 99 problems and a beach ain't one. Perfect. Perfection. Heck yeah. Let's see, man. Go to the group. With 0 beaches. So yeah, did anybody post that up? Let me look in the Pilots Lounge. Good day, sir. I say good day. Let's see. New posts. RC Pods Lounge. Let's go. Scott Settle in the house. To share what? I just shared you an F-16. Shut your mouth. Now I gotta get me one. I don't see that link. Whatever. There it is. Air Marshal put it in there. Now, when this video goes down, it's hard to see the live chat. So, get this link now, y'all. Save it, copy it, whatever you gotta do. I can't, so someone's got to send it to me. But get it, because when this video's over, I think it takes a while before the live chat comes back in for you to even get the link. Nice. Get me some video, dog. There it is. Last minute Air Marshal. Getting it done. All right, man. We're going to move this thing to rated R here in a minute. I want to find out what the heck happened. Or maybe, I probably don't. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Look, thanks so much. Always a pleasure. Be looking out. Check out Big Go Hobby, like I said earlier in the show, man. He's been putting out content again. Check out his videos. Engage with that stuff, man. YouTube's funny. After a while, if you haven't posted for a while, but then you start posting again, they'll kind of reevaluate you again. Not necessarily on past performance, but on your new efforts. So blow up the shorts and the videos at Big Go Hobby YouTube channel, and let's grow that channel. Let's help them grow that channel, and we just come together as two. I think's the way to go. Appreciate you guys. I'll see some of you in a little bit. I'm bouncing, y'all. Get some merch. Thanks for supporting as always. Click the links. Come to the store. You know what to do. We'll see you in 5. Hanger rats forever. 3 later. You're too good to be forgotten. We'll see you next time. And in the immortal words of Captain Mike, stick 'em monkey pants. Remember that? All right. Hanger rats forever. Later, y'all. What's up, Johnson's 74th? Yeah, that's what's cool, too. So, real quick, Bobby's channel is going to be, I mean, it's going to kind of be more like mine, where he's going to be able, because he's got a store, too. He's going to be able to do everything. Like I've been able to do everything. So, be looking out. And then, we'll wrangle him into going live with us one of these times, so we can bring you Californian flying 6 in the afternoon there, 9 here to you. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.